Howdy everybody, I'm going to teach you guys about proper risk management and how to actually manage your trades when you get within somewhat of a losing streak. So I've been completely honest with you guys. The last few trades I've been taking were a lot more aggressive than normal. And some of them were still waiting to be in the profit. One of these, obviously you can see up here, EUR, AUD is looking good in the profit. But I want to talk to you guys, what happens when you take a few trades and they start going against you? How do you actually risk manage your account so you're not, one, either blowing all of your stop losses, so you're hitting your stop loss every single time, and then how do you manage your trades so you can squeak out the most of your trades and basically help protect yourself in any type of trade? Because take a look at this. The last few trades here, I'll be completely honest, guys, I've risked less, but they've been losing. And because first two things, I tried a new strategy and I shouldn't have changed. And you guys watched the last video, you guys saw what I was talking about, but this is what I was talking about down here. The strategy I originally used, which I'm going back to completely, it was incredible. Out of 14 trades, we won 13 and lost 1. So very, very good win rate here. And so what do you do when you got trade on a certain, or you come down here and they start moving back up? How do you properly risk manage? And that's what I want to teach you guys in this video today, because this is going to really help, because a lot of you guys, sometimes I'll see it happen a lot, is that if someone gets down on their account, they will go ahead and up their leverage. And for instance, if you guys are trading normally with 1% risk, they'll up the risk to 5%, and they'll try to get those gains back even quicker. It's an emotional thing. I totally understand it, but it's the worst way to trade. So I want to teach you guys just some principles of what even I use, because I could have easily blown the whole gain that we had on the account. I didn't. I ended up reducing risk, so I only traded with 0.5% instead of 1%, and then I'm also moving stop losses to adjust with the current trades, so I'm not more than I have to, and also locking in gains. So let me put that here. I'm just going to write them down. So proper risk management, and basically this is like how do you when you get into a trade, how do you guarantee you're going to make more money? Like literally you can guarantee that you're going to make more money this way with these steps. So first things first, never risk more than 1%. Okay. Let's see if I can type here. Never risk more than 1%. Okay, let me put this over here so we can see this. I want to make sure this is really clear, and I'm going to keep this on the chart here. Never risk more than 1%. Why is that? It's because if you guys risk 1%, it's so small of your account. And the thing is, remember, the goal of the biggest hedge funds in the world trade between 15 to 20% in an entire year. That's their goal for a whole year, is to do 15 to 20%. We did 10% in 5 days on Forex, and if you guys saw that video. So we basically almost did 75% of what the hedge funds do in a year in 5 days of trading. That is incredible. So first things first, guys, don't over risk your account. You can take a lot of trades. I opened 8 trades sometimes, and all of those were profitable, as you saw in the beginning. The first 8 trades, they were all profitable with the exact same strategy. I'll show you guys that in another video. But what else do you do to help have better risk management? Second thing, if you are uncertain about and guys, I am the worst speller in the world, so I will probably make spelling errors on here. Just give me grace. I don't know why. I've always been terrible, but let's move on. If you are uncertain about a trade, then go 0.5%. Okay, don't do 1%. If you are uncertain, like I was uncertain on a couple trades down here, they were riskier. So why did I only lose, $5 or $6? Why did I lose such a small amount? I should be losing about $11 to $12 based off the account size. I only did 0.5. And yes, they were losers, but if they were to go in the positive, this was going to be a very quick gain for us. But I risked only 0.5% when we were down. So why? Because I wanted to protect the percent gain on this. If you choose, percent, you're down 1%, 2%, 3%, and you up it to 1, 2, 3%, it's the worst idea possible when you come into your losing streak and you try to up your percentage. Never do it. Always stick to a maximum of 1%. Another thing here, move your stop loss to break even. I know some people don't like this. They don't teach it. I know some people teach it. I will tell you guys this. if you see a red candle moving down below your current position and you see momentum behind it like this, move your stop loss to break even. I already moved the stop loss on this. It was originally up here for the original trade, and I moved this to break even. Now I will not lose this trade. The worst thing that will happen is, since my stop loss is actually a little bit above the entry, I will be guaranteed to make some money on this, or at least break even. I highly suggest you use this on every single trade. If you guys are up and you see momentum, here's how you verify. If you see momentum heading down, you have a gap here, like we're basically up 0.5% on the whole account just with this one trade. I went in here and now I know I will not lose this by any means. This is going to be a positive trade because we broke even. So make sure you guys are always moving your stop losses to break even. It's a very strong way of trading and it keeps your account very safe. Another thing, if you're in profit, move your stop loss. Okay, and I would suggest this be right around, I would go, it depends. If you guys are going for conservativeness, then you can do 5%. That's totally fine. Or you can do up to 1%. Okay, that's the best way to trade. So for example, on this trade here, move profit, in profit, move your stop loss. So when this gets down to 1-to-1 risk reward ratio, which will be right around here, because this is 1% and 1%, if I see momentum heading down, I will lock that stop loss in at 0.5. If we get to 1% and I see confirmation that we're going to keep heading down, I will move the stop loss to 1%. You're always doing risk management during the trade so it doesn't move back against you. Now, same thing with this. You guys can flip this around the other way, is if you start moving back the other way, you can also move your stop loss down. I already moved the stop loss down on a trade this morning. Let me see if I can find it for you guys. Closed it. I think it was this one. Yeah, it was this one. So I had a higher than this, higher here. And then I went and moved it down to this previous structure high right here. This was a 1-to-1, I'm sorry, well, 1%. And then I was going for a 1-to-1. Obviously, it's a little bit higher. But when you're in this type of place and you see this move up, so we're basically halfway up here, I didn't want to lose a whole 1%. So I moved this down halfway. So I'm only risking 0.5% now. So that is what I just want to come out and share with you guys. I'm actually really excited that the trades are actually going against us a little bit here, because this is the way I do this on the chart and help you guys understand, how do you properly risk. And then when you're in profit, it's all about protecting profits and minimizing losses. Write that on your notebook if you guys have it. Minimizing losses and protecting profits. If you guys see that you got into a trade and you get a huge green candle and you're like, oh my gosh, it looks like we're going to head the other way, follow your gut most of the times and technical analysis, but drop your stop loss and only lose 0.5 instead of a whole 1% of your account. Vice versa, when you see that you are moving in the positive direction, once you see momentum passing your entry, move your stop loss to break even. I try to teach this on a lot of the videos. And so move your stop loss to break even so you know you can at least get either a zero trade where you didn't risk anything, or you have a little bit in the positive. What I can even come do now with this stop loss is I can move this down even a little bit further. So I can move this down about right here and we'll lock this in and modify this trade. So now we're guaranteed not to get zero, we're guaranteed to make money on this. So that's something else you guys can do. So you can walk away from the chart now and feel so good that I know I can go to bed tonight. I can do more trades. I know EU or AUD, no matter what happens in the market, I'm going to be profitable because my stop loss is now above my entry and we have momentum moving down here. And then once you hit that 1%, move your stop loss to 0.5. Once you hit 1.5%, move your stop loss to 1%. And as you keep going down, keep moving your stop loss, and that will help you lock in those profits. And if you don't hit your stop loss, you're going to hit your TP, your take profit. So I really highly suggest, and I love teaching that way of moving your stop loss down, because it just gives you that. You guys know what I'm talking about if you trade like this. The feeling inside of the peace of mind and security of when you move your stop loss above or below your entry into the profit, it is like you just want to celebrate because you are guaranteed to win. Like picture a basketball team, the Lakers, the Cavaliers, the Kings, the Warriors, whatever your favorite team is. If they knew they were going to win the championship, they would be more relaxed and they would be celebrating. I know I'm going to win the championship on this, and I know we're going to be a winner because the stop loss is in the profit. So don't get into these trades. Keep your stop loss up here and let it reverse on you. Make sure you guys are going to break even, because that will, one, give you peace of mind, and you will also be able to lock in gains as that trade moves down or moves up in your favor. So there you guys go. Want to do that proper risk management video? Feel free to screenshot this, take some notes on it, and I'll be doing a little bit more videos about this. But this is how I personally manage these trades. I love it because it helps keep the account in the positive, and I reduce risk, and I do not let the losing trades run. I cut those losing trades as quickly as possible, and I let the winners run, and I also stop loss behind it so I can guarantee those gains. Have a good one, guys. All these indicators are available in the link in the description. Snag them, come trade with us, and I'll keep you guys updated. Alrighty, bye-bye.